Okay, folks, we're going to do one of these Desmos classroom activities. And I want you to think about a couple different things, right? When you're doing this activity, I should have had this loaded up before. You know, everybody's name's anonymized. You probably won't see it because the sub's going to run this for me. And I wanted to point out a couple different things, right? We're talking about systems of equations still, right? Here's the solution to the system. And there's a video on slide 3 that walks you through the substitution method. That's what we're going to be practicing. Advertisement. Anyways, there's no audio to the video. It just walks you through a system of equations and how to do substitution. But it goes really fast. It wants to point out, hey, x equals 2y plus 1. This equation is solved for x. You notice there's an x in the second equation. Now, see that just like, bam, it just jumps to substituting in 2y plus 1 for that x right there. I like how they color code this. And this step right here is what I want you to record. I want you to record all these steps in your notes, but in the Desmos activity, you're going to show the substitution step. I'm going to make that more clear as we go along. But put this on pause as he's showing this video here. Now he's distributing the 3 through, and he's getting 6y plus 3. He's got these highlighted in blue because he's going to add the like terms together and get 10y. So now he's got 10y plus 3. And then he's got to move the 3 to the other side by subtracting 3 from both sides. And then he's going to divide by 10. He's going to get y equals 1, right? So finish the video off and see if you can, put it on pause occasionally and say, okay, what's going on here? How did he get that answer? See how he just jumps to these answers real fast? And you're recording all that in your notes, right? So after you've watched the video, you're going to be done with slide 3. That's all you got to do. And they're going to have you practice one on slide 4. And this is what I wanted to really point out and emphasize. You're just going to show that kind of like that first step where you're substituting in negative x plus 5 for the y value right there. So you're going to get something like this, x minus or x, x minus is probably the best way to say it. And then the opposite of x plus 5. Okay, so that's, substituting in the negative x plus 5 for that y right there. Close your parenthesis down. Equals 1. Okay, so this is the only thing you have to put in this set of boxes. When you check it, it's going to say, yep, you got that right. And then, you can put more in here if you want, but I'd rather you write it in your math notebook. So for example, somebody might say, okay, well, I'm going to just write every step in here. So you distribute the negative through and you get x plus x minus 5 equals 1, right? I just find sometimes people struggle just doing all the work on the computer. So that's why I'm encouraging you to write it in your math notebook. And then you get 2x minus 5 equals 1. This is not, I'm saying like for the 4th time, not required to write all these steps in here. Just this first step is definitely what I want you to do. Then you add 5 to both sides. So you get 2x equals 6. Then you divide by 3 or divide by 2 on both sides and you get x equals 3. Right? So there's your answer for x. You plug the 3 back in right here. So we get y equals, let's just finish this off. Y equals negative 3 plus 5. And that gives you 2. Y equals 2. So right in here, we're going to say there's one solution. And the solution is at 3, 2. And then you hit submit. And he's going to show you, see, 3, 2. Perfect. You nailed it, right? You nailed it. So if I check my summary, it's going to show like a little check mark. You got it correct. And so we're going to try to do that on all these practice problems. This is our homework for today. So thanks for watching my video. I really appreciate it. Take care.